This is a Chucky Beat production. Production.
I'm smoking that. Chargers timeout pack. 3, 2, 1.
That's just.
I love starting every stream supporting the. Just kidding. I'm kidding. What it do by me, boys? You guys are all looking bricked up. Nice cock, solid girth, nice vein down the middle. I give it a 7.5 out of 10, gentlemen. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's good to see all you boys. You know, it technically could be Jalen Hurts' season. The Eagles are taking on the Buccaneers. We've been saying Jalen Hurts' season all season long. I'm thinking about putting Barry Sanders in my main studio, which would mean I would put Jalen Hurts here. Which I kind of like that idea. I might get sweaty and put Jalen Hurts in here.
Okay.
Ayo Chase, it's 9 out of 10. He wants a 9 out of 10 on the rating for his cock and balls. Also, get fucked, members only chat. Let's go, baby.
I sauced
Love
it.
this.
You already know, boys.
Ben, member for 3 months. Papa, start the live and need my daily dose of you screaming in the mic. How's that, buddy? How are yours feeling? Yeah. I actually think our microphone saves you. I think our microphone prevents us from limiting over the top, so we're cash money. Don't even worry about it. How we doing, boys? It's good to see all of you. You're all looking handsome as ever. Other than you, Banyan, you're looking ugly as shit. I'm just kidding. Call that a random guy. That's tough.
Yeah, that's an L for him.
What'd you guys think of all the games? It's so crazy that me and Chase were live yesterday when that Raiders-Chargers game was on. And in my head, I was just like, oh, Chargers are going to fuck on them.
Yeah, that game
was one of the craziest games. It was the last game of the season.
Yeah.
And it was one of the best games of the year.
That game
absolutely
was
insane.
So sick.
I think I just heard Fubert. Think the Packers will win the Super Bowl? I like their odds. They don't have to play the Buccaneers in the NFC Championship, so I really like their odds, actually. If they had to play the Bucs in the NFC Championship, I'd be worried.
No Fubert?
I just had an actual stroke. I literally could have sworn I heard a bark.
Smoking on that pack again.
I'm smoking that Brandon Staley pack. All right, boys, we're just going to start this shit out hot, and we're hopping right into this Raiders-Chargers game. Oh, my God. An incredible game. This is why you love football. Sometimes you watch the Buccaneers play the Saints, and it's literally 9-0, and you're like, why the fuck did I just waste 3 hours of my life?
Yeah.
Or you watch, Dak just railroad the Washington football team, and you're like, you literally don't have a fucking logo or a mascot. Like, get this off my TV. And then you watch this, 35-32. It's so insane, too, that had this game ended in a tie, they both go to the playoffs. And that's what it really looked like was going to happen. And then chaos ensues.
Yes.
Let's walk through this, and let's talk about what the fuck happened with this timeout at the end. So the Raiders led by 29, or the Raiders led 29-14 with just over 8 minutes left in the game. The dream of a tie appeared dead, but the Chargers quickly scored, and they scored with no time left. A rifle to Keenan Allen, tie the game up. Okay, well now we're on to something. The Raiders get the first possession in overtime. They kick a field goal. I got to say, I think it's Daniel Carlson. The Raiders kicker has been elite this year. He
hasn't missed once at home.
Really?
Sure, yeah.
And multiple of these kicks that he's hitting have been game winners.
Yeah.
He's hit multiple game winners.
He looks young, too. Is he a young kicker?
Yeah, he's young. Stud. So good for him. But the Chargers answer with a field goal. So now it's 32-32. The Raiders' next drive was not looking good. They looked like, with 34 seconds left, that they were running the clock out, and they were just going to say, fuck it, let's both go to the playoffs.
Yeah, and fuck the Steelers.
And the Chargers called a fucking timeout. I don't know if Brandon Staley is just a big Ben fan or what he was thinking.
Yeah.
But this actually is one of the dumbest timeouts I've ever seen.
Dude, the announcers were so shocked. They're like, what did he just...
They have that clip here of Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth, right? Bingo.
This one?
Yeah, it's right here.
Can we play it?
Play it.
Okay.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
I have to crank the volume on the right side. Can you hear it?
I can hear
What?
it.
As long as you can hear it. Can't hear shit.
He's like,
I think the Raiders
Herbert's
were
like, bro, I'm
playing
22 years old, and I
to
know
get
that
it
was dumb
down
as fuck.
to either a field goal
Yeah.
or just let the
And
clock
that's when
run
Carr
out.
was like,
and
damn,
the
I got
Chargers
all this time to cook up a play,
took the
and
timeout.
we still have 2 timeouts?
yeah.
I'm trying to process this myself.
Absolutely not.
He goes, I'm trying to process myself right now. They were so confused.
Just dumbfounded. Well, here's the thing. It looks insanely stupid, right? You go and ask Brandon Staley the reason that he did it. And after the game, he said that he called the timeout with 38 seconds remaining to get the proper run defense personnel group in the game. So he calls the timeout, which is fucking dumb already, and they still didn't stop Josh Jacobs.
No.
Like, you called the timeout to stop Josh Jacobs, and you still couldn't do it. And then the Raiders go out there. They still have 2 timeouts. Derek Carr ices the fuck up, like he has been doing all season. He has got to be literally top 2 most clutch quarterbacks. I don't think he's even a top 5 quarterback in the league right now, but he is top 2 clutch. He is clutch as shit.
He really
Guy's
is.
a stud. And he might even be number 1. I don't really know who I'd put above him. But I don't know what the fuck was going on there. Not the move. And the Raiders win it, puts the Steelers in. I'd never in a million years would have guessed this. And it's just got to be really tough to be a Chargers fan.
Yeah,
right now.
Look at what Carr said right here. He said, yeah, it definitely did. So this is them taking the timeout. He said it definitely changed their approach. But we knew no matter what, we didn't want to tie. We wanted to win the football game. I was even texting with Aaron Rodgers this morning, was to make sure we were the only team moving on after this.
What?
Yeah.
That's actually sick. He's like, Rodgers, we're about to fuck on the Chargers. That's
Is
actually
Rodgers just like,
hilarious.
I would rather play you guys if I had to than the fucking Chargers?
This is what I'm thinking, though. Rodgers is like, bro, please beat the Chargers because now the sorry-ass Steelers will be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to play the Chargers. But, I mean, you say that, but the Raiders beat the Chargers. So, I mean, the Raiders are the better team. At least
True.
if you take it like that. Yeah, he literally, and not even did they call the timeout, but it was like a 10-yard run when Jacobs touched that ball next.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, here's the question. Before we end this off, boys, here's the question. Who's more poverty right now? Like, who is more depressed? The Indianapolis Colts or the Chargers?
Oh, my God.
Chargers fans, Colts fans. You guys can
For
talk it on the
real.
comments about which one of you is literally more poverty.
If the say they tied, would they have played again? Would it have been them two, or were
No, because the Raiders, I think the Raiders played the Bengals no matter what,
okay?
and the Chargers would be playing the Chiefs, which would be a sick game.
Like, would there have been a possibility of them playing again?
Yes. Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Right.
Well, always in the playoffs, there's a possibility to play
Right,
again.
I
Right?
guess if they
but no,
all-
it wouldn't have been first round. It still would have
Yeah.
been Raiders Bengals, and it would have been Chargers Chiefs. And I think if anybody's really happy right now, I think it's the Chiefs. You were almost going to play the Chargers, which is a team that can definitely go toe to toe with you. The Chiefs, I mean, the Chargers kind of sold a game earlier this year
Yeah.
against the Chiefs that they really should have won.
Right.
And the Chiefs definitely know that. They're like, damn, that's a good team. That's tough for us.
Dude,
So-
you know who kept the Raiders in the game is Max Crosby. He is the
Mad
DN.
Max Crosby. Yeah, he's young.
He is a menace. He was in Herbert's face every damn play.
Really?
He was so, dude, Herbert, props to him. He fucking, I think someone in the chat said it was like a 15-yard, 15 play drive.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I think they had a lot of fourth downs, and holy shit. It was like 4th and 10 at least like 3 or 4 times on one drive.
Damn.
And he sauced it.
He's still slinging it. Also, Chad is correcting us. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. So, Chiefs would play Steelers, Chargers play Bills. In that scenario, the Chiefs... You're saying if the Chargers won, though, right? Because if the Chargers-Raiders tied, they would both have made the playoffs.
Yeah.
That is a fact, and the Steelers would not have made it. So that what you just said is not possible. Chiefs playing the Steelers and Chargers playing the Bills is not possible.
19-play drive.
Unless you're saying that's if the Chargers had won.
Holy shit.
Interesting. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter because this shit's over, you know? Hey, Kobe, welcome to members. Good to see you, my guy. Damon, F. Carson Wentz brought a QBR of 4.4. That's a fucking L, dude. Braden, member for 3 months. He said, I'm smoking that Seahawks pack, baby. Seahawks about to enter a full rebuild. Who should I bandwagon in the playoffs? I do like the idea of the Seahawks rebuilding. I definitely like that. Bandwagoning in the playoffs? Good question. I like the Packers right now, obviously. I mean, they have a bye. If I'm not going to bandwagon the Packers, I'm going to bandwagon the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys right now, too. Michael, hey, thank you so much for the dono, bro. We appreciate that. $20 from Michael. Say, yo, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Tucker, stop talking down on the Steelers. Chiefs aren't ready. I don't know, Chief. No pun intended, but I think they're dummy clapped. But hey, we'll see. Raiders pull it off. Quite the timeout. But I mean, you can't really be mad at one play, you know? It was a questionable timeout. In fact, it was an incredibly questionable 99 times out of 100. You don't call that timeout. But you know, you play better the whole game, then you can't lose by a field goal in overtime. So
yeah,
it is how it is. Yeah, actually, someone just in chat just mentioned, how did the Dolphins fire Brian Flores? That's what we're getting to next. There have been a lot of coach firings.
Yes.
We were really waiting for this. This is a heavy coach firing year. Feels like every year there's at least 1 or 2 coaches that get fired. That's just how it is. I think it's a very, very, very low job security job as far as it goes. Like, you got to fucking win. You got to get to the team and win, or be Dan Campbell. Those are your options.
Yes.
As an NFL head coach.
Yeah.
That's how it seems.
There's he's not held up to anything at the Lions.
No. I mean, he's establishing that winning culture. We beat the Packers. We got 3 wins.
Yeah.
In the
Packers,
tie.
Cardinals.
And we sold down to the fucking second pick, but whatever.
Packers, Cardinals, Vikings. Is that?
It's a pretty good roster of teams that we beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not fucking bad.
And all you guys thought we were going 0-17.
Come on.
Come on.
I kind of wish we did. Might as well have, but
yeah.
Or at least lost the last game.
We're quite literally undefeated in the second week of January. That's an ESPN stat. It's a little specific, if we're being honest. Dialed in from Scotland. That's fucking sick, dude.
Damn, let's go,
Sean,
baby.
that's so cool. We love to see it, bro. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna look at all the coach firings in the league right now. Everybody knows about our Lord and Savior, Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer fired a little early, a little premature. Pulled the gun. Kingbo says, I wanted to go to bed earlier, was too dialed in on the Raiders game. It was a great game, bro. It was a really fun game to watch.
That shit was nuts.
And Isaac said, who lost the essay bet? We are continuing it through the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I think right now I have a 1-game lead on Chase. Literally
lead.
a 1-game lead.
Yep.
But we got to see what happens in the playoffs here. So here's the NFL coaches who have been fired. There's 6. I don't know what the record is for like most coaches fired, but it does feel like a lot have been fired this year.
That's a lot. And I love
And you
how
got a little boost from Urban Meyer.
I love how they still put John Gruden in here, even though technically he wasn't fired, but they had to
added resign.
They had to throw
he
in
was
there.
fucking fired, bro.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
said, John, you're fired. You said you can't fire me. I quit. So I don't know if that really fucking counts or anything. It's about the exact same thing. Brian Flores, this one is really interesting. The first 7 games this season, it looks like you fire Brian Flores and you never look back. The Dolphins are 0-7.
Yeah.
And then they proceed to win, what was it, the next 8 straight NFL games? They just beat the Patriots. They
Right.
played amazing. They slapped the Patriots.
Slapped him around.
I saw a theory that I really, really like for why Brian Flores was fired. Number 1, The Dolphins internally have to be an incredibly frustrated organization right now because they draft Tua. I love Tua. They drafted Tua over Herbert. Isn't that crazy to think about? But it did seem like the no-brain play. Tua's the quarterback from the big school. Justin Herbert's the quarterback from the smaller school. Tua played amazing in college. Justin Herbert did too. But I think a lot of people at the time said Tua was the correct pick. At least I myself did, and I'm the smartest analyst of all time, and I'm definitely not a casual, right?
Right.
So they got to be frustrated already. You also have potentially Deshaun Watson. We don't know where he's out getting a massage at, but I saw a theory which was this was not a performance firing, it was a personnel firing, where Brian Flores wants Tua to be the franchise quarterback in Miami, and somebody else in the organization wants Deshaun Watson really, really bad.
Okay.
And Brian Flores is like on the Tua train, and they're like, okay, well, if you're on the Tua train, then you're fucking out of Miami.
That makes sense.
I think the other theory is they put it in their heads after that first 7 games that we need to fire Flores, but we don't want to take the heat and try and do it in the middle of the season. The only time you really fire a head coach in the middle of the season is if there's something catastrophic like Urban Meyer or John Gruden,
Yes.
which we somehow got fucking 2 of this year, right? But so I don't know. Or it could be, they'd gone balls deep after those first 7 weeks of we're firing Flores and we need to think about who's next. And they put in all these plans in place. And then he starts winning games.
Right.
And they've already cooked up this whole plan. They've already got all this personnel that they want for their next head coach. And now it looks like Brian Flores is doing really, really well. I think it was stupid. I think Brian Flores proved that with what is not really that talented of a team and a very young quarterback, they can play really good football. They set up some incredible defensive schemes. I think the Dolphins did the best job of game planning for other teams' offenses. Better than most teams did in the NFL. And I think a lot of that credit goes to Brian Flores. And hey, somebody's going to get him. He's not going unhired.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be any one of
I
these
was
teams.
just going to say, one of these teams needs a head
Matt
coach.
Nagy and the Bears GM are out, which they fucking need to be out. Chicago Bears fans, I know that was a sigh of relief. If there's a single Bears fan who really still wants Matt Nagy, it's probably just his wife and his kids. That guy was ass.
I would not want to live in Chicago.
Dude, Justin Fields literally cried himself to sleep every night thinking about Matt Nagy and his play calling.
Oh, fucking A.
Yeah.
So then, all these, So these are all the boys that got fired. So who's the next? Who's the next
Who's the next coach to get fired?
Yeah, and we got our boy right here. Where's he at?
I think Pete Carroll should be fired.
Yeah.
Seahawks coach Pete Carroll has no worries about his job status. I'm in great shape. Seahawks fans, you got to help us out on this one.
What's he saying? His body's in great shape because his fucking mind ain't.
Dude, nobody is more questionable to me. No, that's not true. Matt Nagy's fucking horrible, okay? Yeah. But the amount of times I have seen, you know who else does this? Kevin Stefanski. Kevin's the Browns coach.
Yeah.
Him and Pete Carroll are the fucking kings of like 3rd and 15 halfback draw. Stop! You have fucking Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Your offense is predicated on bombs. Why are you running halfback draw to fucking Rashad Penny? Oh, I couldn't believe it, dude. Seahawks fans, you got to help me out on this one. Some guy says I need to keep Pete. No way. We need Pete to stay. Man is old and washed. IDK man, I think they'll keep him. Pete Carroll needs to go as a Hawks fan. I think this one is this is a total line. This is a 50-50. Whereas Matt Nagy, you ask anybody, even in the realm of Chicago, and they're like, fire that man. And fire that man fast. They did, you know what the Bears did? The Bears did the same thing the Lions did. They actually cleaned house. They didn't just fire their coach. They fired their GM because we got rid of Bob Quinn and Patricia at the same time. And that's big. Because you got to get rid of the GM too. If you really think there's a true issue, you got to get rid of both. I think Rashad Penny is valid. I like Rashad Penny. It's just him and Stefanski love running the ball on 3rd and long. I just think it's so weird how consistently they do it. I don't think Pete Carroll's going to get fired. I don't think that by any means. I just think that the Seahawks should do it. We'll see. He has done so much for that organization though. I don't know. What's the excuse right now for the Seahawks, though? They have a very talented roster. This is their first losing season. What do you chalk that up to? Their team is really, really good. They lost a fucking Washington football team, bro. But to be fair, remember who made the Seahawks throw the ball on the one? Yeah, that was Pete Carroll only wants to run the ball if it's 3rd and 15. But if it's 4th and 1, you better pass that shit. Bring back the Trap Queen intro. I'd get copyrighted into hell, dude. I was back in the golden era of YouTube when you could literally do whatever you wanted. I want Russell to go to Denver. I think that's pretty realistic. I think some people thought Aaron Rodgers would go there, but I don't think he will. I would love to see Russell Wilson go to Denver. Yeah, I guess Russell being injured is a good excuse. All right. That's a good point. It was 2nd and 1. Oh, whatever. It was the final play. But yeah, if you want to go back to that NFL coaches fired, I kind of want to read on what they had to say. Vic Fangio got fired. That one, Broncos fans, what do you think? I don't think he really deserved to get fired. I think they were playing with some tough quarterback dilemmas there in the Broncos territory. Mike Zimmer, I can kind of see that one. No, nothing's as obvious as Matt Nagy, though. Flores didn't want Tua. Do you think at this he wanted Herbert at the start, like when they drafted him? Is that what you're thinking? Ownership wanted Tua. Flores wanted Watson. Interesting. Do you mean at the start of the season, like when they drafted Tua? Or do you mean... I think right now, Brian Flores absolutely wants Tua. You're saying Flores wanted Watson and ownership wanted Tua. I think we're just talking about two different time frames. I'm saying I think Brian Flores is getting fired right now because he wants to stick with Tua, and I don't think ownership wants to stick with Tua.
Looks like the Vikings fired their head coach and general manager, too. A little clean house.
Who did? The Vikings did?
Vikings, yep.
I don't know about the future of the Vikings. I think the Bears have a bright future. Very bright future. Especially cleaning house, and I really like Justin Fields still.
They just had fucking...
It's the opposite of what I just said. Well, why don't you just... Hey, chat, can you just call me a casual? Can you just spam casual? What even... Okay, what is the Deshaun Watson situation right now? Do we know? Let's figure this out. Let's figure it out. What is Deshaun Watson doing right now? I want to know. Because he's technically still a Texan, isn't he?
No update in months.
Here's an article right here. The Dolphins pulled off the first stunner on Black Monday, firing head coach Brian Flores after a 9-8 season. The decision to fire Flores, though, impacts more than just the players currently on the team. According to reports, Flores hitting the unemployment line could greatly upset Houston quarterback Deshaun Watson, who wanted to be in Miami. The Dolphins made overtures to the Texans about a Watson trade earlier in the season, with the quarterback reportedly labeling the Dolphins as one of the teams he would waive his no-trade clause to join. That could change. Flores was a preeminent reason why Watson wanted to be in Miami, per reports, and with Flores out now, it's unclear if Watson would still favor Miami. One thing is certain, Deshaun Watson does not want to be in fucking Houston. That's certain. And you know who's actually pretty good is Davis Mills. Mm-hmm. He's honestly not bad. He's not Deshaun Watson, but he's pretty fucking good. I wonder where the fuck Deshaun Watson is gonna go. Do you guys have any good guesses? Do you think Houston just fucking chains him there, and he's just imprisoned to be a Houston Texan his whole life?
Get good massages down in Florida.
The reason Flores was fired is he didn't want Tua. That's not confirmed though, correct? Watson is currently milking the trainer who's Jesus. What do you mean by that? It's up to his legal case. Does he even have one? Davis Mills is kind of cracked, bro. Let's just send Deshaun Watson to CFL. Let him tear up every fucking record they've ever had. Firing Flores was dumb. I think I agree. I mean, in the last 9 weeks of football, he's 8-1 with a team that most people would not consider that talented. I mean, they're good, not 8-1.
Yeah, what the fuck? How is Dan Campbell still there then? If you're gonna be that critical of that motherfucker, real good point.
He's not even 8-1 in the last 10 weeks. He's 9-1. Well, where is he gonna end up then?
Bears.
Watson to the Saints. That would be Sick. Oh my God. Can you imagine Deshaun Watson and Alvin Kamara?
That would be fire as fuck.
That'd be absolutely gnarly.
He's just gonna be washed up by the time he gets back to the league.
No, he's going to be fully massaged and ready to go. He won't have a fucking...
That's why he wants to go down
he
to
won't
Florida.
have anything on his body.
Because Florida people don't give a fuck, dude.
That's a good point.
There's so many fucking headlines there. Florida man does
Florida
this, does
man.
that, does that.
There's going to be a headline that says Florida man like gropes massage parlor
It's just be a picture
lady,
of Deshaun Watson.
and it's literally just like they don't even put his name.
Yeah,
in the
exactly. They
title.
don't use
give a
names.
fuck.
So he's like, I'll just go down there.
I like that idea. Sean Payton loves Taysom Hill. Well, he shouldn't. Taysom Hill is... People say Lamar B. That's what Taysom Hill actually is. Okay? That's what he actually is. Watson to Steelers, you're smoking that fucking pack, dude. You are smoking that Big Ben pack. There is no way. He needs to go to the Raiders? Okay, go away. Just go away. And Michael Thomas back, bro. Yes, Michael Thomas comes back. You still have Kamara. You got a nasty defense. Deshaun Watson. I like that. That's what I'm. That's
That
what I'm
would be
on about.
saucy.
All right, cool. What else we got here? We got a short stream for you today, boys. I think we got one more.
Zach, I see Zach. Zach, I see you're in here. The playoff bracket that you DM'd me the other night, it looks amazing. Thank you for doing it. But I forget what side
It's
of the
slightly
bracket.
off. Yeah,
but it's slightly off.
If the Packers, who they will be playing next after their bye, is either the Buccaneers or the Eagles,
yeah,
and most likely the Buccaneers. So we won't be doing a playoff bracket yet.
yeah, we'll do the playoff bracket Thursday. That'll be fire.
Watson to Washington. Him and Dan. Oh Jesus. You know he would be good on Washington, but I think that team has had enough turmoil.
Watson
What
to
the
Lions.
Panthers do? What should the Panthers do about their QB situation? The Panthers are in a really rough spot, I think. I think that's a team that's going to be struggling for a few years. Like absolutely. Packers play the lowest remaining seed. Oh, I see what you mean. So they might. Oh, okay. That's a
So
good
it could
point.
be right.
Well, we just have no idea who the Packers will play yet.
Oh,
We just don't know.
How? Isn't it like set in stone the bracket or no?
No, I think because you get a bye, you play the lowest remaining seed. Is that correct, boys? Yeah, the Packers play the lowest remaining seed, which couldn't be the Buccaneers in any scenario. So Aaron Rodgers would actually have to play the Buccaneers in the NFC Championship, and he's going to fucking lose. If he goes to the NFC Championship against the Buccaneers, he's going to lose.
Zach just said his bracket is correct.
Well, I guess we just don't know. We can't make that bracket until they play, unfortunately. We can make our predictions for the wild card round, but that will be contingent on who plays who.
Right.
You just realized the Jags were in the AFC Championship when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and my head hurts. Wait, how is that?
What?
Somebody just said correct? Dude, some shit in the NFL actually makes no sense.
What's correct? What are you saying correct?
He was saying that the Jags were in the AFC Championship when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Oh my God, was that when the Jags almost beat the Patriots? Was that Saxonville with Calais Campbell and when Jalen Ramsey was a stud and Blake Bortles was the quarterback? That's
Blake
crazy.
fucking Bortles, dude.
Dude, that Jacksonville defense was so good. Blake Bortles is super hot ass, though. I remember watching that game thinking, no fucking way Blake Bortles is going to win this game. He's super hot ass.
That's facts.
You're a Michigan State fan? Dude, I love it. Thank you so much. Have a good time in Louisville. That'll be really cool. Pats got bailed by refs again. When did the Pats not get bailed by the refs, bro? Come on. Ramsey. Oh, and AJ Bouye. Dude, where's AJ Bouye? Does he even play anymore? I literally don't think he plays anymore. Yeah, that was a nasty team. I loved that team, dude. Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette was on the Jags then. Too bad they didn't have Urban Meyer then. They might have won the Super Bowl.
True. He could have got out there.
The Jaguars don't have any Super Bowls, do they? There's a bunch of teams who have no Super Bowls. I have to imagine the Jaguars are one of those teams. Who do I have in tonight? Oh, I got Georgia, baby. And Chase has got Alabama.
Yeah. That clip posted today, boys, if you want to check
Yes,
it out. We did
sir.
our predictions yesterday on stream.
Yep, fun. I'm excited. And I think we're gonna do an advice panel right now. All right, boys, this will be the final thing we do before we hop off the stream. Caudle 21. Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, my guy.
Hey, you're a
You gotta have a
savage.
good time at Louisville, bro, for real. And Landon, $10 dono. Thank you so much. You guys are studs. And Joey, welcome to members. Hey, we're gonna do one advice panel. We're hopping out of here. Quick stream today because we went over so much yesterday. And then we'll see you again on Thursday. That's when we're gonna make our playoff predictions. And then Saturday we got games. Sunday we got games. Holy fuck, it's gonna be an exciting NFL playoffs. This is sick. But all right, so you don't even have to pull it up there, Chase. I'll just read it out loud. So we had our VIPs submit some questions, just stuff that they might want to hear our advice on. And the first one, I really like this one. It's short, succinct, and I think a lot of people struggle with this. He said, "Hey, I love the streams and the videos. The question I have for you guys is, what is the best way to deal with procrastination and lack of motivation?" I think with this one, everybody has a different way of dealing it. Chase, how do you deal with that?
Lack of procrastination and motivation.
How about lack of English? Because what you just said was not at all correct. Get fucked. The advice should be, how does Chase... Fuck. I had a stroke too.
You just fucking...
I was going to
fuck
have a
you.
whole joke cooked up and I fucked it. It was... The question I have for you guys is, what is the best way to deal with procrastination and lack of motivation? Well, sometimes those are two totally different things. Mm-hmm. So we can kind of hit them each at once. I will say for procrastination, and this is different than lack of motivation, but procrastination, turn your phone off. Just turn that bitch off.
That's a really big
I
one.
tell this to people all the time when they talk about procrastinating and they can't get shit done. I say, turn your phone off. They're like, oh, I can't, because I promise you, whatever you're saying in your own head about why you cannot, just shut your fucking phone off.
Mm-hmm.
And if that means you have to shut your phone off in the middle of this video right now, in the middle of this clip out, in the middle of this live stream, do it.
Yeah.
Like there's no excuse that you need to watch the other 2 minutes of this, because the advice will be the same. Shut your fucking phone off.
Yeah.
It's the easiest thing I've always said. And a good thing that you can do as well, because I think a lot of people with procrastination, what they do the first thing in the morning is they sit on their phone for like 30 straight minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of people. Yeah, I mean, I do that shit.
What
a
I
lot.
used to notice was, because it was just so easy, when I wake up in the morning, I'd look at my phone, I'd do all the social medias, Instagram, Snapchat,
Yep.
Twitter, fucking Pornhub, whatever.
Yep. That's the social media.
Sure. Yeah, it is. How you hit up Venus Guy. What I notice is if I turn my phone off before I go to bed, and you know how iPhones are just a bitch to turn on. They take so long.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to check my phone, and it's already off, it pisses me off enough to get up out of bed and do anything else.
Right.
Because I'm like,
you
bro,
don't want to just
I'm
lay
not
there.
going to sit here with my cock and my balls and wait for this bitch to turn on.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get shit done.
Right.
So then I get up and go get shit done, and then I'll probably, at some point I'll be back on my phone, like breakfast or something. But after that, just turn it off.
Yeah. That is definitely huge.
Yeah.
Definitely big.
That's really good for procrastination. But that doesn't help with lack of motivation.
No, lack of motivation. It's kind of hard because there's always going to be an excuse for something. Right. Everyone's always going to make, I don't have enough energy. I don't feel good. It's just, you got to, I think it's a lot with like growing and, I don't know, kind of like finding yourself, like finding like a purpose. If you don't have a purpose or you don't have anything you're looking forward to, you're not going to have any motivation to kind of do anything.
That's true. You can't force motivation into something you don't like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like if you want to be motivated to do your job, but you fucking hate your job, or you want to be motivated to do school and you fucking hate school,
Right.
then you got to ask yourself, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
If you have a job and it's absolutely paying the bills, you have no choice but to do it, I understand. That's a difficult situation.
Right.
But if you're doing school because all these people around you want you to do school, but you absolutely hate it, and you're not motivated to do well in it, you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
The other end of that spectrum, though, is something that David Goggins says all the time. I think
He's
he's such a stud, dude.
Yeah.
He says there's 3 levels. The first level is motivation. The second level is driven, and the third level is obsessed. And motivation, it's actually not difficult to get anything done if you're motivated. And I think that's really true. If I'm waking up, I already feel great, and I want to go to the gym. I'm motivated to go to the gym. To be honest, that's not impressive at all.
Right.
Like I haven't done anything spectacular. I'm really not even proud of myself for going to the gym on that day. I'm basically obligated to. All I'm doing is what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's motivated. Driven is when you don't want to do something, but you do it anyway because you know it's good for you. You know it's better for you, or know it's something, for a healthy lifestyle. And that's when you wake up and you really don't want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And you're really not motivated to go to the gym, but you do it anyway because you're driven to get it done. And that's where I think it's difficult to get down the rabbit hole of being motivated. you can't control whether you're motivated about something.
Right.
You have no control over that emotion in your body. You can get to that point. You can learn to love something, but I think people, especially with the gym, this is really just relating to the gym because it's a really common one for motivation.
Well, the gym is huge for everything.
Yeah.
now.
Oh, it's huge. I just mean it's a common one for motivation.
Right.
Like to be motivated to go to the gym. I think people look at really, really fit people, which is not me. Or we're in good shape, but I'm talking like really fit people.
Right.
And they say, oh my gosh, that person just loves the gym. Like, I wish I was motivated to go to the gym like them. I can promise you that person is not motivated to go to the gym. There are a few people on this planet who fucking love going to the gym every single day, eating right, eating healthy, living that lifestyle. It's very difficult. Those people are driven to go to the gym and sometimes obsessed with going to the gym because they know that they really want to do it. So I would just tread lightly on the word motivation, because if you're always looking to be motivated to do something, you'll only do it when you're motivated. You don't have any control over that. That's just not going to happen.
Getting into a routine, I think, is huge too, and that leads into motivation.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, if you're waking up at noon every day, and
tough.
it's just terrible. I think it's so hard too because you go to the weekends, you party, whatever, you want to sleep in, and then that kind of spills over into the week. Like, especially if you're not waking up for a job or something. If you're doing at school at home or something, and you have no need to wake up early. But I think getting up early is fucking massive.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just like it gets your body in motion of like a routine. And there's this Navy SEAL or like Marine talks about like accomplishing things, and it's like get out of bed, and as soon as you get out of bed, make your bed, because that leads into doing like accomplishing something next. Like making your bed every single morning, you've accomplished one thing. So then you just get into routine. Okay, done that. Now, like, what's next? You're always looking for something else to like accomplish.
That's true.
Rather than just rolling out of bed, like sitting on your phone for 30 minutes.
Dude, your phone will fuck you so
and
hard.
I mean, social media, I mean, it's hard to say because like that's what we're doing right now.
Right.
Is we're on YouTube
I
live
give-
streaming to
you
the boys.
fucking idiot, stop watching me.
But it's hard to say social media is bad when you do it. But when you're like first thing you get up and go straight to Instagram, and you're just like flooding your brain with mainly unrealistic things. Like everyone posts the best picture, what looks the best, filters, cool cinematic videos, and which half the time isn't real shit. The rest of the day that could just fuck up your day.
Yeah.
Like
That's facts.
Yeah. So it's hard to do because everyone does it. Everyone has a phone. It's like a fucking little computer in your hand. But I think that is a really big one, and that's how you started it. Is turn off your fucking phone.
For real.
You'll feel so much better. Everything will feel.
You guys want to hate yourself? This is what you do if you want to hate yourself. Okay,
Go
you will
screen
realize
time.
how much of a fucking degenerate you are. Yeah. You actually will look at your phone and go, "Wow, I'm a useless piece of shit." Get the screen time. You guys know screen time, right? You can check how long you've been in each app in an iPhone. And you know how they have that new, iOS update, whatever, where you can actually see the widgets. Get a screen time widget.
Ooh, that's
It is
like when you slide to the left.
Exactly. So like right here, I've got. I don't feel really comfortable doing this, but whatever. Here's my phone. Okay. Here's my phone. You see that widget at the bottom? It's just like my calendar. It's like what I have to fucking do in a day.
Yeah.
You can make a widget just like that, but for screen time.
Right.
So every time you open your phone, it will tell you how many hours you have spent
cool.
on your phone. And that bitch at the end of the day is going to say like 7.
Or more.
Or more.
I bet mine says more. My shit's always open.
I mean, like, yeah, sometimes you have an excuse if you're doing something and you're listening to Spotify at the same time and your phone's open. But it also tells you how much time you spend in each app.
Yes.
And then you sit there and you go, oh my God, I spent an hour and a half on Snapchat today.
Yeah.
I spent fucking 2 hours on TikTok today.
Right.
And now, once you're done doing that, imagine you took every hour that you poured into all that shit, and over the course of a long period of time, you poured it into anything productive, anything useful. Then you'll really hate yourself. Then you're like, holy fuck, I suck. Imagine I'd poured that into working out. Imagine I poured that into learning a new skill.
Yeah.
Imagine I poured that into learning how to cook, learning how to do
and it goes
anything.
It goes into the both sides of the like this is the worst thing for procrastination right here.
Turn that bitch off.
100%.
Snap it in half.
100%.
Dude, the Georgia quarterback got a flip phone.
Oh,
Did you see that? The Georgia
Yeah.
quarterback got a flip phone because
That's
he's like, I
fire.
don't need any distractions. He was getting sent nude after nude, and he was like, all right, I gotta literally dial in. He literally dials in
He does. He
on a
flips that bitch
fucking
open.
flip phone. That's sick, actually. All for bro, like 8 hours a day. Yeah, it's horrible. It was one of the best things I did though, was putting that screen time on there because everybody responds to different forms of motivation differently.
Yeah.
But for me, it's definitely like degrading stuff works for me, especially in the bedroom too. I want a girl to call me a stupid little bitch, little pussy, tell me I have a small wiener. No, but actually, for me at least, I don't want positive words of encouragement. I want negative words of encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
I want to open my phone, see how much time I spend on screen time, be so frustrated with myself, and then turn my phone off. And that makes the rest of my day a lot better.
Yeah.
And then when I open it up and screen time, like for the whole day is like 2 hours. And really that 2 hours was just like me watching a YouTube video while I did something else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I dummy clap cheeks today.
And if you're like, there's another way of thinking of like lack of motivation. Just think of how much worse you could have it or someone else has it.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
some days I'll be in the gym and I'll be squatting and I'm like, dude, fuck, this sucks dick.
Mm-hmm.
Think about someone that isn't even able to go to the gym. Someone that their legs are messed up or they're in a wheelchair and they can't even squat. It's
They
like
don't even get the ability.
you gotta like sometimes you gotta think like that and
You
make
gotta
yourself
squat. You gotta squat for all the disabled people.
Yeah, sometimes you just be like,
Chase is in the gym squatting for everyone in a wheelchair.
There you
what
go.
A good guy.
boom,
That's
self-discipline right there.
Yep. I'd be doing calf raises for all the people with no legs.
The people that have no calves.
I'd be doing bicep curls for all the midgets.
There
Short
you go.
people. Short people. Wait, they can do curls. Why did I say that?
I don't know what you're going for there. Maybe they just got short arms and their
What?
angle.
Why did I think that made sense? That made so much sense in my brain. I was like, oh, that's really funny.
You went along with it. I went along with it. Like,
the
yeah, you're
fuck?
right.
Fake it till you make it. All right, that's our advice, boys. If you want the TLDR, long story short, turn your phone off. And if you're not going to turn your phone off because you're beta as fuck, get the screen time widget, put it on your home screen. And if you still get to the end of the days and you've got like 8 or 9 hours screen time and it doesn't change, you are simply built the same. You're not built different. You're built the same.
Simply.
Yeah. I was in this factory the other day. This guy's walking us around. He's showing us how everyone's built. He said, me and you are built different.
Yeah.
And anybody who's a fucking pussy and sits on their phone 10 hours a day is built the same.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to be built the same, boys.
It would
You
be
definitely
a
don't want to
bummer
be built the same.
if you were built the same.
That's our next merch line. Built different.
The next merch line is built the same. My next merch line is I understood the assignment. I fucking hate. Dude, the NFL has used that caption like 1,000 times, I think.
Yeah.
This fan understood the assignment.
That's such an L. Shut the
Jalen
fuck
Ramsey understood the assignment. Who do you think runs the NFL's Instagram page? You think there's just some like 20-year-old just back there cooking up?
up. Gruden.
It's probably Gruden. Accidentally just slips a hard R in there. And you're like,
Yeah.
ooh, it is definitely Gruden.
That's
or
not
it's-
accidentally.
That or it's Urban.
If
Whoops.
it's Gruden.
Not again. His phone just autocorrects every word to the hard R N word because he types it so much. His wife's like, do you want steak for dinner? And he's trying to type no, and it's just the hard R N word. And she's like, Gruden, not again. What are you doing? Why pay for oh, I love it, Cuddle. I appreciate you.
Boys, so you guys got in this game. Is this game started yet?
It's about to start.
What
I
time
think it
is
was
it?
6:10. Hey, either way, boys. Oh no, Zach, we got to go watch this Georgia Bama game, boy. I think it should be on.
It
Weird.
says at 6 p.m., right? Should be on.
That's weird.
8 p.m. EST. Yeah.
Interesting.
They're just getting a little late start.
Yeah, we can't see the scores. Either
Starting
way,
right
hey,
now.
boys, we love you.
Okay.
And VIPs, we'll see you Sunday, right? Presumably, we'll see you Sunday after these playoff games.
Yeah.
Someone said it literally just kicked off.
Nice.
Kickoff just ended. It's a little late, bro. They got a late start. 17 minutes late. Either way, hey, boys, we love you.